Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today, and this is a breaking news story that's actually being covered by the Guardian newspaper. They have spoken to the mother of Craig Smalls, and she has revealed information about an investigation about the CCTV of his murder. We covered Craig's murder back in July of 2019, and we've also followed up with the investigation in relation to the arrests and also the preceding court case. So rest in peace to Craig Smalls before we begin, and my condolences to his family too. Two Metropolitan police officers are under criminal investigation after allegedly filming and sharing CCTV evidence of the moment that a man was murdered. Carol Campbell, his mother, said the video of her son, Craig Smalls, being uploaded to social media compounded her trauma. Craig was 32 when he was shot dead outside a shop in Wembley on the 5th of July 2019. He later died in hospital. The moment was caught on CCTV of a nearby fast food outlet. Days later, his family discovered the video was circulating on social media of the murder. And we initially seen this on a very local blog site. It was something to do with North West London. And I thought this was so graphic, and why would anyone share this? We showed a glimpse of the actual scene in relation to Craig standing outside the shop and the gunman on the street as well, but we didn't show the moment that he was actually shot dead. His mother said police initially claimed that the shop may have leaked the CCTV, but it later emerged that a police officer allegedly filmed the CCTV in the police station on a mobile phone, and laughter can be heard in the background of the recording. The video was shared and uploaded to social media. The graphic footage showed Smalls being shot in the head and once again shot when he fell to the floor. A police constable was arrested on suspicion of misconduct in the public office on July the 16th, 2019, and a sergeant from the same unit was interviewed under criminal caution. Both have been placed on restrictive duties and have been served with notices informing them they are under investigation for gross misconduct. Campbell said that watching the moment her son died has given her nightmares and sleepless nights. She said it's had a devastating impact on our family. She said that Craig has 3 small children. One of them is a boy who's 7 years old, and he stumbled across the video of the murder after putting his dad's name into YouTube. His mother says she has been satisfied with the way the police have conducted the investigation into her son's death. She views the alleged filming and sharing of the video as a malicious act. She said it wasn't calling for any witnesses and it wasn't released officially. She said it's unfair and my son mattered. It shouldn't have been like this. His mother said she arrived at the scene shortly after he was murdered and she was prevented from seeing his dead body. Although her son was a victim of crime, she says that she felt as though she was under suspicion and also felt disrespect, threatening her with arrest at the hospital if she did not quieten down. She said she saw police officers going into the room where Smalls was, and when they came out there was laughing. She said, "I'm a calm person, I just want to know if my son is alive or dead." The police officer was taking it like it was all a joke. The Metropolitan Police said they have not received a complaint in relation to the investigation into Smalls' death. Terence Channer, the family's solicitor, said the release of the footage added additional heartache to Smalls' family, who were looking for support from the police. There appears to have been an extremely disturbing abuse of police power at a time when the client and her family were mourning the death of her son. We now look forward to finding out with full accountability what happened. Craig Smalls was a music producer and rapper, and he was known as Smalls. And he was good friends with the Stonebridge rapper K Coke, and was also in the process of making his own media company and channel. They are waiting for the outcome of the investigation into the conduct of the police officers. It was originally referred to the IOPC in 2019. Then it's been referred to the Met's Directorate of Professional Standards, and 7 other officers have been interviewed and served with notices saying they are under investigation for gross misconduct. This isn't even the first time that police in North West London have been accused of similar things. But in relation to the case of Craig Smalls, several people are standing trial for his murder. There was several arrests that took place, and some people got de-arrested and then re-arrested. But Courtney Ellis is actually charged with his murder, and he's from Brentwood, and the attempted murder of another man in the same incident. Christopher Kye, also known as Scraps, is charged with perverting the course of justice possession of ammunition for a firearm, and also possession of cannabis. Aaron Youngsam, 28 years old from Halsden, is charged with murder and conspiracy to murder. And that trial is going to take place this year. And we'll definitely keep you updated on anything to do with that. So the other example that I was referencing is the case of Bieber Henry and Nicole Smallman. We covered this case again from the very beginning up until this trial will be completed. We will definitely do an update. Two Met police officers were suspended after allegedly taking photographs of the murdered sisters in Kingsbury Park in Brent. The two Metropolitan police officers were arrested in June of 2020 on suspicion of misconduct in a public office. They have been bailed pending further inquiries and are suspended from duty. The Met's Directorate of Professional Standards said on June the 17th the allegations of non-official and inappropriate photos taken at the scene are deeply shocking. This was a violent, brutal murder of two sisters that were just celebrating their birthday. They went missing on June the 5th after they were celebrating Bieber's birthday in the park. Bear in mind, this was the middle of lockdown, so people couldn't gather in other people's houses, and it became quite popular for small groups to gather for small celebrations outside. I've been told by a lot of locals this was a very common thing. Bieber was a social worker and lived in Brent, and Nicole was a freelance photographer who lived in Harrow. Their mother was the Church of England's first black archdeacon. And I have to say and mention that when this initially broke, due to the fact there was sin in a park and there was mentions of alcohol, there was a lack of interest. I feel that a lot of people were spreading misinformation, insinuating they may have been prostitutes. And of course, this was totally not the truth. And it later developed that they were very educated and very nice people. The Met Commander Paul Brogan said he's horrified and disgusted to find out that somebody may have taken selfies with the victims of a homicide. They have been referred to the IOPC, and they said the sisters' parents have been informed, and it's deeply disturbing information that will add additional trauma to the family during this time. So we have no idea if the police officers that are being investigated in the Craig Smalls case are from the same unit in Brent, but the murders took place in the same area. So that would suggest that the police force that would be responsible for it would be the same one. But this is not necessarily always the case. So we'll definitely keep you updated on them developments. So I really appreciate you joining me for this episode, and rest in peace to Craig Smalls and Bieber and Nicole. And as always, we'll definitely follow these stories until the end. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Peace.